Good evening, Duckheads, and welcome to another Duck at Night. Before I get to a discussion of this week's events in the house with my special guest, I have a few points I'd like to make about this year's BB16 Cast. Everyone's been going on and on about how f***ing wonderful this year's cast is. Well, compared to last year's cast of it doesn't take much to be an improvement. BB15 set the bar pretty f***ing low. So I can hear what you're all asking yourselves. ED, what's your problem with this year's cast? For starters, they're a bunch of f***ing goody-goodies. I mean, who the f*** volunteers to go on slop because it's their turn? Maybe we should stop evicting people because it might hurt someone's feelings. Is this cast an indication of the generation of pussies that are being raised? When I was a duckling, being bullied built character. And it kept the f***ing weirdos from getting out of control. And what is with all the flippin' prayer circles? If BB9 proved anything, it was that BB and religion don't mix. If God had any interest in Big Brother, he would have leveled this f***ing house years ago. I'm just thankful there's no f***ing singing allowed in the house. Not that some of these f***ing morons can grasp that concept. Or it's a good bet we'd all be subject to an endless litany of hymns. Here's a good one for you. Someone's kumbaya! Blah! And while we're on the subject of disgusting messes, what a bunch of f***ing slobs. The producers could have saved a ton of money on set decoration this season if they went with a barn theme and laid hay and shavings on the f***ing floor. It's not unusual for there to be problems with ants in the Big Brother house, but this many, and this soon, the place is a f***ing pigsty. Speaking of pigsties, it's time to discuss this week's HOH Chief Wiggums with my special guest, Jordan the Squirrel from those stupid house rodent videos.
Oh, good gravy, ED. There's a lot of work that goes into those videos. They may not be your cup of tea, but they're certainly not stupid.
Yeah, this isn't gonna f***ing work. Say goodbye to the squirrel, everybody.
Father, it took me weeks to arrange that interview. You can't just blow Jordan off like that.
Well, excuse me, Duck Yell. I guess with all the f***ing practice you had, you're an expert at f***ing things off. Maybe if you had stuck to that, you wouldn't have got the f***ing claps.
Someday, Father, you're going to go too far, and I won't be responsible for what happens.
Duck Yell, you and responsible should never be used in the same sentence, because you're never responsible for anything.
Oh, Father.
Anyway, Duckheads, Chief Wiggums' HOH was boring, predictable, and f***ing forgettable. Let's get this party started this week with an HOH that will shake up the house and leave a few of these f***ers quaking in their f***ing bunny slippers. I need to go take a massive but before I go, there's one other thing I need to address. Last night, Caleb revealed that being on slop is causing him to grow boobs. I swear to Otev, I'm not making this up. So, enjoy the following PSA. Good night, Duckheads. Are you a man suffering from the heartache of having trouble getting girls because your are bigger than theirs? Does the mere thought of slop make your nipples ache? Are you sad because none of the girls in the house will lend you a bra? Maybe you should consider DOR. One quick trip to the diary room, and all our suffering could be over. DOR, because we shouldn't have to suffer because slop gave you
This has been a public service announcement from Duck at Night.